And the starting group for the Spurs. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Then there's Wembanyama. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Champagnie in at the four-man position. And for the Celtics, down on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the three spot. Here in the final days of the NBA regular season, Greg, every team trying to wrap things up on a high note.
Yeah, and even the top teams doing what they can to head into the postseason with some momentum, right? While lottery teams want to finish strong and have something to build off of.
Fox. That one, no good. White with the defensive effort. Pass to Brown. Here's Kata. Outside, White. From deep. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here are the Spurs with the ball. Castle with it. Now Wembanyama. The kick out to Fox. 5 on the clock. Back to Wembanyama. Sinks the three-pointer.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Wemby came up and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Vassell finds Wembanyama. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the middle, here's Kata. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Oh, come on. Just add vision to his perfect skill set. But when he's dropping dimes like that, like Jason Tatum is a problem.
And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. Vassell outside. There's a good screen. Pass to Wembanyama. Now Castle. Here's Champagnie. He's covered by Brown. The Spurs getting another chance here. Here's Wembanyama. And finally they hit one. Wembanyama has got 5 points so far. Up top, Tatum. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 5 points in the game.
They've come out strong 3 of their first 4 to start the game.
Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career. Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Outside, White. Brown sets a screen for White. A three-pointer, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And sends Victor Wembanyama to the free throw line. That one on White. RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
Now, here's Tatum. He's got 5. With the shot. Wembanyama with the rebound.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
The wide open look here for Fox. No good with the triple. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Brown. Here's Kata. The Celtics working the ball around now. White, wide open. He fires. The offensive rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Tatum against Fox. A floater. Now Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Brown. San Antonio again missing. Boston's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. You look at Boston. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference.
And when you look at Boston, they're in a good spot. Looking to generate some momentum heading into the playoffs. I don't see them resting anyone. They want to finish strong.
Here's Castle. Nothing on the board. Pass to Champagnie. To the wing right side. Here's Wembanyama with plenty of space. Nails the wide open jump shot.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Here's Tatum. Boston, no good that time either.
I tried to create some extra space there, but not able to hit the tough leaning jumper.
Fox passes to Champagnie. And it's Vassell in the corner. Fox looking it over. Over White. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
To end the run. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. The three from Tatum. And the three ball is good. Tatum's got a couple of threes now in the first for Boston.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Now Castle. Still without a basket. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Outside Tatum. Back to Brown. And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Off target with his three. Celtics trail by 5. Outside Tatum. Puts up a 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Wembanyama finds Barnes. Now Castle. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Over in the corner, Brown. Outside Tatum. Five to shoot. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
So it's the Spurs now. Outside, Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. That one drops for him. Wembanyama has got 17 now.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Here's Kata. Up top, Brown. Shot clock at 6. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Champagnie. Nothing on the board. And Wembanyama throws it down.
and a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Harper, he's checked in for Castle. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These squads have been lights out this month. The Spurs second.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Harper against White. Pass to Vucevic. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Right side, Harper. Outside, Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. A 3 from Barnes. And Shireman pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
A shot by Pritchard, no good. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Spurs. To the inside. And the dunk by Barnes.
Okay, HB, I see you still pack a punch. That's an impressive finish.
Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Shireman. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Three-pointer, Pritchard. That's good on the jump shot.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Wembanyama looking it over. The kick out to Harper. Here's the 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
The defense has to react when Wemby gets in the paint, and he knows that. Calmly kicks it out to his teammate for a good look.
Pass to Vucevic. 1:49 left in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Shireman. And again, it's Boston converting.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Outside Harper. Barnes, right side. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shoots a fader. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Wembanyama has got 21 in the game. 1:02 left in the first. Pass to Shireman. Now Vucevic. Over Wembanyama. And it's Vucevic missing. San Antonio leading by 4. Now Wembanyama. Vucevic defending. Harper against White. Harper the pass to Wembanyama. Back to Harper. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Fox against Pritchard. Here's Vucevic. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll return shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Castle is in at shooting guard with Johnson at the small forward. Luke Cornett is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Harper in at the point, and San Antonio has possession following the three-pointer by Boston. Johnson outside. And Tatum pulls it down. Boston trailing. Out to the right wing. Pritchard from outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And that one was all about offensive execution.
Oh, look at that play right there!
Okay, that's how it's done.
Woo! Wow!
Oh, man, what an incredible throwdown by the rookie Castle. Wow.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam. And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Castle. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Castle's got 5 points in the quarter. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Inside. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
That's just an aggressive finish by Vooch. Once he gets strong inside positioning, he's looking for the finish.
Outside Harper. Here's Cornett. Vucevic defending. Whoa, look out! Goodness. Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. The three from Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Boston. Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Down low. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Guys?
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. You watch Jason Tatum, Richard. He looks comfortable in everything he does.
And even though it's a hard game, he just makes it look so easy. And I think being an NBA champion, that's given him a little boost in confidence.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for the Spurs. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Brown with the bucket.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Vassell outside. The kick out to Fox. It's stolen by Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston.
Hey, yo, right here.
Tatum down low. Covered by Barnes. Here on the 2K leaderboard of the NBA's leading defensive teams since the All-Star break. Number 1, the Celtics.
And they've shown no slippage defensively. If anything, they've become more stifling since the break. I mean, they're playing inspired, passionate basketball at that end of the floor.
And the first one at the line is good.
Consistently productive. Vooch can get you 20 and 10 every single night.
So he gets them both. And truly, RJ, some luck for the Spurs in recent drafts.
Yeah, they've jumped into the top 4 in 3 straight lotteries. And with 2 straight Rookie of the Years, they've done a good job with those picks.
Pass to Vassell. Drills the three-pointer. Vassell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Vassell has no conscience behind the arc. He will not hesitate to get it up.
White, good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now Cornet. Vassell outside. They set the pick. From the arc. Looking for Cornet. He gets it there. 4 on the clock. That's a 2 from Barnes. Rebounded by Vucevic. Boston leading by 6. Now here's White. 9-point game his last outing. Cash money. Brown with the tray.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Sam Hauser's checked in for Pritchard. And San Antonio also making a switch. Wembanyama's checked in. San Antonio with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Outside, Fox. Vassell outside. Back to Fox. Fires the 3. His 4th shot, his 4th miss. Still looking for his touch tonight. Pass to Tatum. It's White on the wing. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists tonight.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Spurs trail by 12. Outside, Fox. To the right side. Here's Wembanyama. No good, unable to end this run. It's White on the wing. Guarded by Fox. Tatum against Barnes. Shoots from the elbow. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Vassell finds Wembanyama. Oh! Boxing Wembanyama!
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
White looking around. Castle against Brown. Here's White. Connects from three-point range. White's got the lead up to 13 now for Boston.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pass to Barnes. Fox with the screen for Barnes. There's the triple. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Hauser. Still yet to score. Brown outside. Vucevic is screen on Fox. Here's White. No good on the triple.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Here's Wembanyama. And that one, good. Wembanyama has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Boston making some changes. Kate is checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Jason Tatum. Then for the Spurs, Kelly Olynyk comes in for Barnes, and it's Harper in for Stephon Castle. And here is Brown. 23 points his last outing. Hauser with the ball. White. The three-pointer off the mark.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Wembanyama passes to Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Tatum. Now Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now Pritchard. Hauser the pass to Pritchard. Now here's Brown. Brown gets it done inside.
Has confidence all over the court. No shot Brown won't take.
Fox against Pritchard. Takes a shot at the elbow. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Fox. Fox has got his third assist on the night. Fox against Pritchard. Brown right side. Pass to Hauser. Nailed from three-point land. And the Celtics lead by 12.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Harper the pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
Wembanyama high post. Last game out, he had 40 points. Olynyk sets a screen for Vassell. And Boston with the rebound. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
Brown the pass to Hauser. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, mercy. De'Aaron Fox with the move and the finish. That's a nice setup.
Pass to Hauser. Bounce pass Pritchard. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Now Olynyk. Now Wembanyama. From outside the arc. The shot, no good.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Brown kicks to White. Jacks up a 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
The Celtics have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And that one falls for White. Good on the second free throw. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. And so it's Boston. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Beyond the arc, putting on a terrific 3-point shooting display. And we'll be right back after this.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
Looking at San Antonio, last week of the season, they want the playoffs to start, but they still got to take care of business.
Interesting time. You want to avoid injuries, but also not lose your momentum.
Changing gears here, how about what Jason Tatum was doing in that first half?
Well, how about the game Tatum is having? Listen, he's putting everything in his bag, and he's going to work.
Tough to guard on the perimeter. Difficult to keep up with inside, man. A brutal matchup pretty much so far.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Down on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Boston 5. White, good.
Good work by Tatum, keeping his options open. He knew he had that kick out if he needed it.
And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. It's an 18-point game. Vassell outside. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Now Hauser. The three from Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Wembanyama. Now Castle. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Castle's got 10.
And you can tell Castle loves the challenge, right? Accepts it there, and this time knocks it down from beyond the arc.
Fires for three. Hauser misses. Spurs trail by 16. Champagnie passes to Fox. Here's Castle. He's covered by Brown. Here's Wembanyama. He's got 31. Just 5 to shoot. Baseline J on the way. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Brown with the bounce pass. Left side Tatum. The fader. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama with an evasive move.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Back to you, Kevin.
You absolutely love that confidence. Okay, Allie, we thank you. And here's Vassell from the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Vassell's got his second bucket tonight.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Brown against Castle. 5 to shoot. From the wing, Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Champagnie. Still scoreless. Offensive rebound. High over the top, Wembanyama.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Celtics leading by 9. Outside, White. Tatum on the wing. Pass to Hauser. And it's off from 3-point range. Spurs trail by 9. Vassell outside. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Vassell.
And now look at Jason Tatum. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging 22 points per, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him, you have to watch to understand his impact.
And White kicks to Tatum. On to White. This one for 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 5 assists in the game. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Nikola Vucevic.
I'm really not too surprised to see the rebounding numbers trail off a bit. He's a veteran player getting up there in years, and what comes with that is some changes to physicality and intentional adjustments to playing style. Even though his rebounding output has declined, that veteran presence and basketball IQ continue to grow.
Castle misses. Boston leading by 12. Hauser the pass to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside, White. Their three-pointers off the mark. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Boston's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. The three from Tatum. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama is to the middle. Here's Champagnie. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
Here's White. He's got 19. Outside, Tatum. Pass to Hauser. White a screen. Hauser the pass to Tatum. Tatum from 3.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Here's Fox. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Fox has got 6 points.
With the way he can stop and start, it's impossible to take that pull-up away from Fox.
Outside Tatum. Here's Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 6 assists now in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
6 to shoot. There's the 3. Castle misses. Celtics leading by 12. Queta the pass to White. Here's Hauser. A 3-ball. The rebound by Champagnie. Now, here's Fox. 6 points for him. And here's Vassell from the arc.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside Tatum. White left side. Back to Tatum. Floats one. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
The Celtics shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Vucevic checked in for Boston. Richard comes in for Sam Hauser. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. You look at San Antonio, they're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And right now for San Antonio,
They're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Tatum against Wembanyama. Easy money for Wembanyama.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
White, bounce pass. Brown outside. Rebound, San Antonio.
The way he started this game, you wondered if he'd ever cool down. And the answer is yes.
Fox against Pritchard. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Fox.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Vucevic. Outside Tatum. The three. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs trail by 11. On the wing, Fox. He's covered by Pritchard. Wembanyama against Vucevic. Again, the Spurs good for two.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And here is Barnes. Spurs passing it around. 11 feet away. And the shot falls short this time. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. They have a 9-point lead. Outside Tatum. Vucevic is screen on Barnes. Here's Tatum. 18 feet away and he knocks it down. Tatum's got 11 in the second half.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. We understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm, whew.
Back to Fox. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 6th assist on the night. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Both teams will make substitutions. With a quick break in the action, let's go to our rookie leaderboard and see which shooters have been the most efficient in the season's second half. Third is Dylan Harper.
He has been outstanding since the break. Defenders have been struggling to slow him down.
1:37 left in the third quarter. Tatum against Johnson. Tatum kicks to Vucevic. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Vucevic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
For a true center, Vuce is excellent in that catch and shoot.
Wembanyama outside. Shoots over Vucevic. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game. 59 seconds left to play in the third. For the three. Good on the three-point shot. Tatum's got 36.
Goodness, this man is ripping 3 after 3. An incredible display of shooting.
Harper the pass to Wembanyama. Fader on the way. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Wembanyama's got 43 points. 29 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Walsh. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Tatum falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Tatum's got 38 points.
Okay, listen. Tatum can strike from anywhere. The mid-range is an open option for him at all times.
Wembanyama outside. Oh, Wembanyama, the floater.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He's got 8 3-pointers in the game now. What a job he's doing from long range. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Spurs trail by 12 on the court for San Antonio. Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. Harper is out there with Fox, and it's Cornette in at the 5. Roam in the paint. Outside, Fox. Just 5 on the clock. Cornette kicks to Harper. Another one falls for San Antonio.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
Up top, Vassell, guarded by Tatum. Vassell, the pass to Harper. Shoots from the high post. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Spurs trail by 10. Pass to Cornette. Now, here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
We talk about his quickness, but De'Aaron Fox has bounce. He will throw it down on you in a second.
Tatum against Vassell. Now Pritchard. Tatum setting the pick for Pritchard. From outside, off the mark.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
And here's Vassell from the arc. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
I like when Vassell takes initiative on offense because it forces defenders to compromise at times.
Three shots.
He's off on the first.
Such an important part of this team. Vassell, a great athlete who can guard multiple positions on the court. That's so valuable.
Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. Celtics leading by 6. Out to the wing. To the inside. Here's Barnes. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And this offensive explosion has narrowed the gap.
Outside Tatum from deep three-point land. Can't hit that one. Here's San Antonio. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox, wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
The first one falls.
You gotta love how scrappy De'Aaron Fox is. No matter what kind of challenges he faces in a game, he's never giving less than his all.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Harper with the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Fox, and he hits it to tie the game up. 16 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
And there's no defense for that. Live ball turnovers, they are the worst.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. The Spurs making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Pritchard against Fox. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
And Vassell shows you why you better not disrespect his balance.
For Boston, they've gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. On the wing, Brown. Clock at 6. To end the cold streak. Strong finish through the contact from Brown.
Oh, he's flexing on that finish. These kind of buckets get Brown going.
Outside, Fox. And he converts the layup. Fox has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Vucevic is screen on Fox. Richard with the ball. The three from Tatum. And it's Harper with the rebound.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Outside, Fox. No good on the three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Tatum. Here comes Tatum. Chalk up 2 there. Tatum's got it all tied up now for Boston.
The quicks of Tatum on display. Jason has a devastating first step, man. He could just blow by you so easy.
Here's Champagnie. Vassell outside. Back from outside. The rebound by the Celtics. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now Pritchard. To take the lead. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside Harper. outside Fox. Vassell wide open. It's good from long range.
Great setup for Vassell, who does not waste the chances to get off a quick shot.
Pass to Brown. Over Harper. Brown the pass to Pritchard. Tatum with the screen on Fox. That's a 2 from Pritchard. And again, it's Boston converting. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Pritchard against Fox. With the teardrop, and he sinks the layup. Fox has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first 2 quarters.
Three-pointer, Pritchard. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Celtics lead by 2. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Harper kicks to Fox. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Tatum. Inside, Tatum finds the deuce.
Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Vassell outside. Vassell a screen on Pritchard. That one goes in. Fox has got 22.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
The 3 from Tatum. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Vassell left side. A pass to Fox. Shot clock at 5. And it's San Antonio with another.
I love what Fox has been able to do offensively. He's really dictating the pace of his game.
And here is Tatum. Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Fox from outside. Another miss by Fox.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Now Pritchard. Fires the 3. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And you can tell he's starting to figure things out here in the second half.
Launches it. Knocks down the 3.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's White. Tatum on the wing. Sinking the tough shot. Jason Tatum.
I do not care what kind of game he is having. In these moments, Tatum is just different.
Vassell outside. Fox. He's off from 3.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. And he caps off the break with a jam.
What a huge shot. Fox wants to be the guy with the ball in his hands at key points, and you can tell.
White against Fox. Outside Brown. Now here's Tatum, 6 on the shot clock. He got it again! Sensational!
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. It's stolen by White. And pushing it up, here's Boston. A huge two-handed slam.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him.
Now Castle.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5.
Known for his strong defense, Castle is someone any coach would love to have. He is a hard-working rookie.
And so he hits both.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Outside Tatum. White. He drills the 3.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Yeah, count it.
And this is the trust that Fox's teammates have in him. What a shot right there.
And so they foul intentionally. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connecticut cam. Brought to you by AT&T. Tatum draws the double. Here's Hauser, covered by Vassell. Here's White, beyond the arc. Wembanyama rips down the rebound.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Even in his rookie season, it's easy to see Castle's leadership.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some missing.
First one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game?
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. And what's their best move at this point?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Now Castle. And here is Fox. Vassell outside. That's in there.
a shot by Vassell. That man is a competitor.
Here's Brown. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Outside, Fox. The 3 is off. Now here's Tatum. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now, let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Jason, congrats on the win. How do you prepare yourself to carry such a big scoring load for this team?
Just a lot of hard work. You know, my teammates trusting me and vice versa. So, you know, we do a good job whoever is hot, or giving them the ball, and then just making the right play, whatever it is.
That's what's great about this team. It could be anybody's night. Thanks, Jason.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jason Tatum.